Argument in reporting the justices of the Supreme Court liable for deaths of women post-Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization. 1. Duty of care. At its core, the argument rests on the notion of a duty of care to Supreme Court justices as the highest legal authorities in the United States bear a responsibility to uphold and protect constitutional rights that safeguard health and well-being. By overturning Roe v. Wade, the court weakened the framework that allowed for safe and legal access to abortion services. In doing so, they created an environment where the lack of access to comprehensive reproductive health care could directly lead to preventable deaths. 2. Foreseeability of harm. The justices must have been aware of the potential consequences of their ruling. Numerous studies and reports have illustrated the dangers of pregnancy complications and the essential role that access to abortion services plays in safeguarding women's health. The rebuke of Roe v. Wade was not merely a legal pivot. It had real-world implications that were foreseeable. By disregarding this knowledge, the justices acted with a blatant disregard for the potential harm their decision would cause to women, particularly those in vulnerable circumstances. 3. Causation. To establish liability, one must demonstrate a direct link between the actions of the justices and the resulting consequences. In many states that severely curtailed abortion access following the ruling, hospitals and medical professionals faced conflicting legal obligations. Providers hesitated to administer necessary care for fear of legal repercussions. This hesitation could delay vital treatments for pregnant women facing life-threatening complications, directly contributing to increased morbidity and mortality rates. 4. The role of precedent. The justices relied on the principle of judicial restraint and the notion that states should have the authority to regulate abortion. However, in doing so, they overlooked the established precedent that recognized a woman's right to bodily autonomy and the essential role of reproductive rights in promoting public health. By dismantling this precedent, the justices paved the way for laws that not only restricted abortion, but also compromised access to critical health care, thereby heightening risks for pregnant women. 5. Ethical accountability. While legal liability may be complex and nuanced, ethical accountability must be emphasized. The justices, in their role, wield significant power that profoundly impacts lives, especially among marginalized populations who already face barriers to health care. By undermining reproductive rights, they failed to prioritize the health and safety of women, leading to dire consequences. Public health and safety should transcend partisan politics. Thus, moral responsibility must be examined and addressed.